Hello, welcome to this edition of Inside Tibolo Atitonishola. We are back to the weekend where we have exciting football matches in Germany, Italy, Spain, England, and of course, the Nigerian Premier Football League, the NPFL. Well, let's start from there. The NPFL. There are two key games this weekend. Interestingly, both games are in Group A, where two, leaders, Bendel Insurance and Remo Stars will take on each other in Benin. If this was in Ikeda, I think I would have said straight win for Remo Stars. But in Benin, I think with the way Remo Stars are going and with the manager, this game could probably be a draw or even a narrow win for Remo Stars. Bendel Insurance are doing so well. Remember, government backed, salary secure, team boss, sponsored jerseys and everything. But Remo Stars are more experienced at this stage. They've been here before. Remember, Insurance just got promoted back into the NPFL. And for Remo Stars, who did so well last season, they've continued from where they left off. So I think they'll do enough to pick a draw in this game. And the other game has to be two top sides. Aqua United versus Plateau United. Both teams are third and fourth on the log. But this will be fun. This will be interesting at the Gosol Aquabi Stadium in Uyo. Remember, the opening game of the season, Aqua United lost there. So this time around, they would not want to lose back-to-back games at home. So I believe they should pick up 3 points against Plateau United. Let's move straight to Germany, where Bayer Leverkusen would welcome Borussia Dortmund to the Bay Arena. Fun fact, the last 10 times these two sides have met, it's only once they did score at least 3 goals, which was their last match that ended 1-0. There's always goals. We've seen 7 goals in this encounter between two sides. So there are always goals when Bayer Leverkusen and Borussia Dortmund may play each other, irrespective of where the venue would be. And Leverkusen are coming into this game with massive form. They ended the 2022 year well and started this year very well. But for Dortmund, they lost their last game of the year. But the last 2 matches they played in this new year, they've won them. So both of them are coming in well, relatively good form, good shape. But I think Leverkusen are not losing this game. Bayer Leverkusen are 8th on the log. For Dortmund, they are just outside the top 4. I think they will remain outside the top 4 at the end of this fixture. I don't think they're beating Leverkusen at home. Moving to Italy, league leaders Napoli in massive form. Arguably the most informed team in Europe right now. Well, you can say maybe after Arsenal, or even better form than Arsenal. We welcome Jose Mourinho's army, his Roman army, to Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. The first leg of this encounter, Napoli won that game away from home thanks to Osimhen's lone goal in that encounter. This time around, Napoli, remember, just a fortnight ago, they defeated Juventus by 5 goals won. I don't think they are losing this game. I don't even think they are drawing. It's about how many goals they will score, because all these guys are in massive form. Lobotka, Zelinski, Andrea Anguissa, and you cannot forget the 2 starmen for them, Kvaratskhelia and Super Eagles Victor Osimhen against Roma. I think there will be too much for the capital club to do, to be able not to handle. You know, Mourinho knows how to play this kind of games, can defend well with the likes of Chris Smalling, but I think Napoli will do enough to pick up 3 points after 90 minutes at home. Moving to England. Manchester City versus Arsenal. Don't worry, it's not the Premier League game yet, so calm down. We are still coming to that, but it's the FA Cup match. But to hear my take on this game, just watch this preview I did on Channels Television. It's a different Arsenal team now, different mentality, different psyche with his former assistant coach and 2 of his good players, that's in Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus, especially Zinchenko. I tell people that if someone has learned a lot, his name is Arteta. If you follow Man City style well, what Guardiola does with his fullbacks, especially the right fullback, coming in to join the midfield, that's exactly what Arteta is doing with Zinchenko joining the midfield. And remember, Zinchenko is a natural midfielder, which gives them an edge. So now Arteta knows him. Some players in the squad knows Pep and his team, but how well do Pep Guardiola and Man City know Arsenal? But we know that on their day, on the balance of play, man for man, player for player, City are the better side. And the fact that they're playing at the Etihad, they have the advantage. But they know what Arsenal can offer. They know what Arsenal can bring. I don't think Pep Guardiola is resting anybody in this game. I think he will go for everybody. I'm talking about the likes of Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, everybody. He needs to win this game. Remember, league title now is to our next time. You can say one hand for Arsenal. At least if you are losing that one, we don't want to lose. So I still think City have the edge in this one. Like I said earlier, the fact that they are playing at the Etihad, they have the advantage, they have the players, they have the mentality. But if Arteta listens to what Pep is saying, Pep can psych you up for defeat. I don't think any Arsenal fan, okay, well, a few of them are confident that they can get this. They are not scared of City anymore. No. Remember what Zinchenko said after their win against United? We brought in a different mentality. Tell them don't fight for top 4, fight for title. So I'm sure Arteta will be telling them the same thing. You can beat these guys, man for man this, but Again, I don't. You have to be a really, really better to put money on Arsenal to win this game. At the Etihad, I still think the citizens have a huge advantage here. You heard it right there. But for the final game, I think he has to go to Spain with Real Madrid defending champions of the Spanish La Liga against third place team Real Sociedad. The last time Real Madrid played the Barca was last week, and they won that game comfortably. This time around, they're playing a better Barca in Real Sociedad. Their formation is clear. 4-3. You can call it 4-3-3 with a pivot. You can call it, well, maybe 4-4-2 diamond with an edge. That edge is sometimes the Manchester City legend David Silva or former Real Madrid prodigy in Take Kubo. They play Soloth up front with either Kubo or Yarzabal in holding midfield. They sometimes play Pablo Marin, sometimes go with Zubimendi. The way Sociedad play, they call them the most beautiful playing side in the Spanish La Liga for this season. And doing so well, if they win this game, they will be level on points with Real Madrid. But at the Bernabeu, you almost expect Real Madrid to win whenever they play at the Bernabeu, irrespective of their opposition. And of course, Real Madrid's young star, well, is this little youngster? Yes, he is. Camavinga is in massive form. He picked himself up after a terrible showing a few weeks ago. Now he's doing so well. Many Real Madrid fans are even saying they want him to start. Mendy, we don't know how bad it is for him to play this game, but luckily for the Blancos, Alaba is back. So expect Alaba to probably play on the left back, even if Alaba doesn't play. Camavinga does well at the left back. I think I should expect the likes of Rudiger and Militao to maintain their central defensive pair with Alaba going on the left side. In the midfield as well, we don't know who is playing. Will he go back to Modric and Toni Kroos starting together with Camavinga, or will decide to bring in Ceballos into the mix, or even play Fede Valverde in the midfield? And up front, you expect Benzema up front, expect Vinicius on the left, but on the right is what we don't know. Will it be Rodrigo? Will it be Asensio? Or even Fede Valverde? These are the questions that Ancelotti will have to answer. But for Sociedad, you know what to expect from them. The 4-3-3 or 4-4-2 diamond. That's what they go out with. But the question now is, will Take Kubo play the whole, or will it be David Silva? They would definitely play well. They are not scared of anybody. But Real Madrid know when to pick their positions when necessary. So I think the Blancos will pick up 3 points after 90. So let's do a recap. In the NPFL, I think Remo Stars will not lose away to Bendel Insurance. Aqua United are winning at home against P2 United. In Germany, I think Leverkusen will do enough to beat Borussia Dortmund, or at worst, a draw. In Italy, it is 3 straight points for Napoli against Jose Mourinho's AS Roma. For Man City against Arsenal, I think they would edge the Gunners, just like I said in the preview. And for Real Madrid at home at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu against Real Sociedad, I think the Blancos will pick all 3 points. So that's our show for today. Thank you, guys, for listening, watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Your subscription is important. Please, subscription is free. So we'll come again another time. Have a beautiful sporty weekend. Goodbye.